evening, and thank you for joining us tonight on Hotspot. Elijah joins on the show. Welcome, Elijah.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us what we have lined up for tonight.
Well, on tonight's lineup, we profile Barramundi's top order batsman, Lega Siaka.
Ring up and call me, or he made in the Prime Minister's letter, so I bit excited and bit same times nervous.
And in soccer, Jeremy joins us with a preview of what is anticipated as the biggest semi-final showdown in the Telikom National Soccer League this weekend in Medang. And as always, we wrap up the show with our weekend draws.
Thank you, Elijah. We head straight into our first story for tonight, and that is the launching of the women's snooker titles.
An anticipated 40 women are expected to register in the 14th Women's Snooker titles in Port Moresby. The Port Moresby Open titles and corporate snooker competition has been an avenue for emerging talent as well, most of whom have made the transition from playing pool to snooker. 9-time defending champion Gewa John is hoping to secure another title under her belt this year. She is expecting to face tough competition from runner-up Madeline Kaina and 2014 Women's Player of the Year Helen Samuel.
Helen and Madeline would be a good challenge for me, and the best.
With the aim of supporting women and the growth of the sport, the Women in Snooker Association has also been established.
Actually, we've only just formed the committee after, I think nearly 2 years of discussing of forming this association, and we finally got the approval from the PNG and POM BSA body to give us the go-ahead to form the Women in Snooker.
How many members do you have?
We have a total of 8 in our committee, so yeah.
Does that include the ladies that are taking part in this year's title?
Well, most of the ladies that are on the committee, they're actually players as well. Yeah, we're all players.
So how long have you been playing snooker?
I started playing snooker in 2010, I think, yeah, in 2010.
From then on, have you seen a lot of women participate and take part in the competition?
Yes, from 2010 when I started, every year since then, there's been an increase. Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of interest. And like now, we have a lot of pool players that are coming in, which is very encouraging. Yeah, so we're in forming this committee, we're encouraging more pool players to come and join.
Inaugural sponsor of the Women's Snooker titles, National Gaming Control Board, have once again jumped on board to support the tournament this year.
With the PNG National Women's Snooker titles, I believe this is just the beginning of our partnership with them, because for women and being one of the women leaders right now, in my career in the public service, I see that it's a bit difficult for women in terms of climbing up corporate ladders, and sports is no exception. Many of our women in the country are struggling. We're trying to find our place in society, and I'm not being gender biased, but one of the things that we endeavor to do at the National Gaming Control Board is to share our give back, to make sure that what we do is we consider everyone, not only the male. We've been helping the sport itself, or the code itself, for the last several years now in a big way. But this one, we believe that it will help the women, and we will continue to give our support.
The tournament will be held from the 26th to the 30th of May. Registration is now open and will be closed on the 18th of this month.
Registration is now open and will be closed on the 18th of this month, and it's 150 kina for existing members to the PNG BSA, 200 kina for non-members. We head out for a quick break. Stay with us with more on Hotspot.
Shake, now drop. Move,
If you've just joined us, you're watching Hotspot. Tonight for our athletes profile, we profile top order batsman for the Barramundi's Lega Siaka. Now Elijah, Lega was the second Papua New Guinean to be selected for the PM's 11.
Yeah, Lega is currently on scholarship playing with the Essendon Cricket Club in Melbourne and was also named Rookie Renegade. Let's take a look.
What did you feel like being selected to be a part of a cricket tournament at that level?
I think this is a big opportunity to, from part of a cricket PNG player, one of the in Papua New Guinea played in Prime Minister's 11. This is a big opportunity to play with them. So this, I think I learned a lot from some other players playing for Australia. This is good experience, and I learn a lot asking them about the plans and stuff like that, so I can take it back and training with the boys and tell them about plans and stuff like that, what they're doing, their own club, and I'll ask them about those things, and they help me about those things. So it's helped me a lot. So I feel different when I get a call from Australia. One of the a lady work for Cricket Australia ring up and call me, or made in the Prime Minister's 11. So I'm a bit excited and bit same times nervous, and become a happy man. So I was happy, and from this is a dream, trying to play in a good level and good side and become a player in the, so people can see me in the telly and stuff like that. So I was really happy. And we'll be training tough enough in the last 4 months. Last 4 months ago. So we're planning a lot for T20 World Cup, and I've been planning about my betting skills and my fielding and stuff like that. So yeah, been happy about training with boys, and we put in a lot of plans. So this is good. Before I get the field, I was doing telling stories or telling funny things with the boys before I take the field, because sometimes before I get the field I feel a bit nervous, and just try to take that negative from my mental. So I just trying to tell a story with some players to try and take those things away and be a happy man. And yeah. From the lineup, I was betting in number 7. For last 10 overs I came out to bat. I made 27 from 15 balls. So this is from the start. So yeah. I hope I can select that team again, because it's a good experience, and I hope this year or in the future maybe 1 or 2 or more than 2 players they can play in the Prime Minister's 11. So yeah, this is good experience.
We head out for another break. Up next, Jeremy joins us with a preview of the Telikom National Soccer League semi-final.
I can take you to the kingdom, my lady. Place you on the throne if you're ready.
Welcome back to Hotspot. Jeremy Moggy joins us tonight on Hotspot.
Thank you, Scholar. Thank you.
Now we preview the Telikom National Soccer League semi-finals that will be happening in Madang. Anticipating a big crowd?
It is. I received word last night from Madang that there are people already traveling up the highway from Leh, going over to Madang to watch this game. It is a big semi-final. It's the first time it's been hosted outside of both Port Moresby and Leh.
Yes.
And not since Madang Fox from about 5-6 years ago has a Madang team received such massive support.
Now let's talk about one of our semi-final matches between Leh City Dwellers and
FC Port Moresby.
FC Port Moresby.
Well, for Leh City Dwellers, over the past couple of weeks, they've been relying very heavily on, the dynamic duo, up front, both strikers Raymond and Gunemba and Nigel Dabinyaba. However, over the past couple of weeks, I've noticed that the other players of that team have actually stepped up. They're playing far, far better. And even though Nigel and Raymond are number 1 and number 2 in terms of the top scorers for the NSL for this season, Leh City Dwellers can score from anywhere. Anywhere. They have such a wonderful style of attack. They have very good crisp passing as well. So it's going to be an interesting match when they take on Reginald Davani's FC Port Moresby.
Yeah, talking about FC Port Moresby, we have quite a number of young guns in the team.
They do actually, especially in the defensive line. You've got Etan Yagas, but then he's playing alongside Cyril Muta, who's related to David Muta with Hekari. And for FC Port Moresby, for themselves, one of the things I noticed about them is they have more midfielders in their team than any other side in the competition. This includes Hekari. You have Andrew Lepani, you've got Lam Vincent, you've got John Roberts, who plays in the defense. Basil Jafar is a defensive. He started off his career as a defensive midfielder when he was a teenager. He now plays out wide. So they just have such a strong midfield. So it will be an interesting match. Traditionally, Port Moresby sides don't really receive that much support when they're outside of Port Moresby. So I may tip Leh as the favourites going in, but I can't really say about who will win. It's just too tight between both sides.
Sticking to the back line now, their goalkeeper Charles Lepani has had an outstanding season so far.
Yes, well, Charles Lepani has received a number of Man of the Match awards throughout the season. And that brings me to another point. The Telikom National Soccer League, the official page, is running a promo to select the Golden Glove. So you just go hashtag Golden Glove and the name of whichever goalkeeper you'd like. There are 5 nominees so far. You've got Charles Lepani with FC Port Moresby. You've got Ishmael Pole with Hekari, John Bai at Admiralty, Coniel Vagi, I think, as well with Besta, and Leh City Dwellers goalkeeper Ronald Warisan. So you've got these 5 wonderfully gifted goalkeepers who've been picked, and people out there, you just get to choose who you would like to see receive the Golden Glove Award for the year 2015.
Will you be voting?
No.
I will.
I'm just a fan of the game.
Moving over to the second semi-final match, Hekari FC to go up against Madang. They're playing on home soil.
It's going to be very, very interesting. The last time Hekari and Madang FC met over at the Lai Warden, down here in Port Moresby, Madang suffered an 8-1 loss. Tommy Sammy scored a hat-trick, Tutizama Tanito scored 1, Emmanuel Irem scored 1, Kema Jack scored 1, and Joachim Warroy had a brace 2 goals. But that was down here in Port Moresby. Before that, when they played over at the Lai Warden, it was a 2-1 loss for Madang. Hekari won that game. Tommy Sammy again scored. The thing is, Madang playing in Madang in the semi-finals in Madang, taking on champions Hekari, it's totally different. We can say Hekari have won both games throughout the season. It doesn't mean anything at all. The semi-finals are a totally different proposition.
Now, speaking of Hekari, we've had Tommy Semi also having an outstanding season. Will he perform in Madang?
All of them will. I think one of the mistakes that in general is when you focus too much on one player. Tommy Semi can score, there's no doubt about that. He might score on Saturday, he may not. The thing is, Hekari have more players in the top 20 goal scorers than any other club. So you mark Tommy Semi, yeah, fair enough, but then
any one of them could. Any other of the team members
they've got scorers all over. David Mutta hasn't scored in a while, but he used to be prolific a while back as well. Madang, however, there is no doubt, just like Lay City dwellers travelling over to Madang, Hekari will probably be outnumbered in terms of support, and there is nothing like playing with your own people behind you. So, in all honesty, while Hekari are going into this game on paper as favourites, they won't be looking at it that way.
Now, moving over to Madang FC, now you have the Komalong brothers there as well. They're both in the under-23 men's squad.
Well, younger brother Felix Komalong hasn't had that much game time. It's been Alwyn dominating. The thing is, it's not just them in that squad. You have a wonderfully gifted right midfielder named Vanya Malagi, and he's just got really great skill. And he'll be a good matchup against Tutizama Tanito on the left. And the thing about Madang is their counter-attack. One of the things they've learned from watching how Hekari have played is, and this is something that I've noticed with Hekari, previously the old Hekari sides had a very slow counter-attack. They always like building up. When they had an opportunity to go from the right-hand side, they'd send the ball straight to the center, switch it to the other side, and move up very slowly. This Hekari team counters very quick. Madang FC do the exact same thing. And one of the things about Hekari FC is when they attack, you have both left and right backs also pushing up, which leaves a space with only two people in the back line. But then one of the problems that most other teams have been doing all season is every time Hekari push up, all of their team members drop back. So Hekari, while they still have two players in defense, other teams have only one. Madang, however, can be able to make use of that. As soon as you have Korea Kupaiga pushing up on one side and Daniel Joe on the other, that leaves that left and right flank open.
Thank you, Jeremy, for joining us tonight on Hotspot. We'll head up for our final break for tonight and wrap up the show with our weekend draws.
I love that. I dip low when I feel loco. Don't trip, make a dip like a low-low. Make a dip like a low-low. Then I roll low, roll low. Ooh, I love that dirty bass. Ooh, ooh, I love that. I love that. Ooh, I love that dirty bass. Ooh, ooh, I love that. I love that.
We've come to the end of the show. Thank you, Elijah and Jeremy, for joining us on tonight's Hotspot. Make sure to tune in on Monday night at 9 p.m. to catch all your sports results with Dion on Sports Scene, and join Lorraine for all your Pacific Games update next Wednesday on Road to Port Moresby 2015. Now let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend on our weekend draws. This weekend on our weekend draws is sure to be a showdown in Madang for the semi-final of the Telikom National Soccer League this Saturday. Lake City Dwellers will take on FC Port Moresby at 11:30. And having the home advantage, Madang FC will take on Hekari at 3 p.m. at Laiwaden Oval. And in Rugby League, the SP Hunters see an unchanged lineup this weekend in round 10 of the Intra Super Cup. The return of Enoch Maki from injury is sure to boost the Hunters' run on the road as they take on North Devil. The Port Moresby Easy Loan AFL Premiership enters round 2 this weekend at the University of Papua New Guinea Oval. The women's games kick off matches this Saturday at 9 a.m. with Tarama Suns taking on Lamana Dockers, followed by University Tigers facing the Gulf Giants. And in the senior men's division, Defence will take on University Tigers. On Sunday, Lamana Dockers will take on Gulf Giants at 10 a.m. in the men's reserve division. Wrapping up round 2 at 4 p.m. in the senior men's division, Kobani will take on Gerahu Magpies. The secondary schools AFL competition in Port Moresby will also enter round 2 on Saturday at Tarama Barracks. In rugby union, the emergence of Fly, Tarama Diggers and McGregor has shaken up the Sevens front in Port Moresby's capital rugby union. The CRU Sevens Challenge will enter round 3 this Saturday at Tarama Barracks. And the 2015 All Nations Enduro will be held this Sunday at Sinaka Lakes, just outside of Port Moresby. 5 nations, 27 riders for 1 cup.
A reminder that if you'd like us to feature you on Hotspot or have us train with you on our special segment Get Involved, please shoot us an email on sports@mtv.com.pg or check us out on Facebook. And if you're in Port Moresby, drop by to 2nd floor Garden City and ask for our sports team, and we'll be more than happy to assist you.
Thank you, Elijah, and we hope you can join us later on during the year on Hotspot. Until next time, play hard, play safe, and we'll catch you right here on Hotspot.
And it is.